Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eli Fishman from TalkingBall.net and YouTube. Eli Fishman Sports, back with another interview. Today I'm happy to be joined by pitcher for the Somerset Pitchers, Jerome Williams. Jerome, thank you for joining me today.
No problem.
Thank you so much for coming on today. You were a first-round draft pick by the Giants and worked your way all the way throughout the organization. What were some of the big things you learned playing from rookie ball all the way up to the majors?
Just being around a lot of veteran guys. Me being drafted at 17, I had to learn a lot, and just growing up with the time of being around the guys of like Barry Bonds and JT Snow, Russ Ortiz, Jason Schmidt. I learned a lot from those guys when I was young.
You came up to the organization, into the major leagues. In your first year in the major league, you got to pitch for the Giants, who made a World Series run. You got to pitch in the postseason, rookie year. As I know, that's a whole different atmosphere playing in the postseason in Major League Baseball. What was that whole experience like, playing in the postseason Major League Baseball?
It was crazy. I was 21 years old, playing in Florida in Pro Player Stadium, and when we were at home in San Francisco, we sold out, every game, with 45,000. And, that game against the Marlins, it was 80,000 people. And I never seen that many people in my life. Being on the mound, looking around, looking on the upper decks, it was sold out. And it was a great experience for me. Unfortunately, we lost the game, but, I would love to get back there.
You pitched for 10 teams throughout your baseball career in 10 major league organizations. Every organization has different policies, treats players different ways, has different farm teams. Which team do you feel treated you the best, and did you like their organization the best?
I will say, my first team with the Giants, and then later on in my career when I came back, when I made a comeback in 2011, I was with the Angels, and the Angels kind of revamped my career too. The Angels were a great organization to me, from AAA all into the big leagues, and I'm grateful that those teams actually had me on the team and took me as a player.
In 2010, you got to go overseas and play in Taiwan. Much different atmosphere, much different from playing here in the U.S. What was that whole experience like? Transformation from playing here at the higher levels of professional baseball to going to play in Taiwan, who's not really known for baseball.
I felt like I was the biggest person there. I was the tallest person there. I know that. There were a lot of short people there, but the baseball was totally different, like you said. The style of play in Asia is totally different from the style of play here, and I had to learn how to pitch there. I learned new things, and like I said, when I brought it back in 2011, I brought some things from Asia, and made my career where it was at that time.
You've had an amazing major league and minor league baseball career, many that so many kids dream of and don't get to do. After 17 seasons, what advice do you have for kids starting to come up the system and starting their careers?
Always do what. It's hard to say because the way I've been through every system, it was difficult, and I always had somebody always trying to put me down, saying that I couldn't make it. So the number one thing I thought in my mind, and I'm going to say now for every young player, always be yourself, never be somebody else. Never let anybody tell you can't do it, because you always can do it if you just believe in yourself.
All right, thanks so much for joining me today.